Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show.
Oh, hey!
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Hey,
There you go.
First time in like a
Sandra
month or
gets-
two that I haven't had my head down.
Cheers, Sandra. Wow, number one again.
All right,
girl.
Sandra.
So I
You
want to
win,
welcome
Sandra.
all our listeners and viewers and all you guys to another edition of the Heikadelic Show. I
Well, hey. So, Hike, how's it going? It's
Yeah.
been a week.
know it's been a whole week. It's been stupid. Like just
It's been stupid.
yeah, it's just like bing ba bing
You
ba
gotta
bing ba
explain
bing. Just one thing after another. Just over here, over there, over there. You know, I just came
Well,
back
you
from
can't
Mississauga
fix
today.
stupid, or is that what you were trying to do? Is fix it?
No, it's just shit happens, right? So I'm making up some parts for planter for a farmer, and planting season is like pretty much
Now.
now.
Yep.
So we got some few modifications to do. So I'm working on that, and then we test fitted it tonight, and then I came home and my whole mailbox, post and all, is laying on the ground. Somebody crashed into the mailbox, so I had to go and fix that. So needless to say, I came in at it's just after 8:30 tonight, and here I am,
Well, you're looking
ready
good.
to go.
Now, just
tried.
doing that kind of stuff, because obviously you got to dig a hole, or did you just put in like a T-bar and screw everything back on, do it kind of thing?
Well, it's funny because it was it's a 4x4 post.
Yep.
And it was
Yep.
busted off.
Yep.
So I dug down to it, right? Exposed like a good 6-8 inches of it, and then I had some checker plate. So I had 3.5-inch wide strips. So drilled a bunch of holes, and I put one on each side. So now I dare anyone to smack into that thing. It's going to do damage now.
Very
It's
cool.
it's solid now.
I'm gonna tell you from personal experience. If somebody hit your mailbox, they probably didn't fucking mean to.
You don't think so?
No, you do it because you're being an idiot and you're on your phone and you go, oh shit, or
Yeah.
you're back in the day. It used to be screwing around with your buddy while you're having a sociable beverage, getting to wherever you're going, and
Like cow tipping. Like cow tipping.
Yeah, but that's
Look at cow
on
tipping.
purpose. That's not accidental.
Yes.
We used to.
Have you ever
throw
done that?
bottles. Me? In my box? I've been. Oh.
There you go.
George, that was a wonderful interruption. That was freaking awesome. We needed that.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Mel and Richard and Gigi and Kathy. And
Yeah.
Bobby. Oh, Mr. Robert.
Nice. Well, let's
Bobby.
cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
Yep. I got to
do
go
that
get
again.
my drink, so
Cheers.
I will be right back.
Oh, you better
Hey.
get your drink on, bud. Yeah, it's been
Hey,
a busy
Bobby,
week.
Answer
busy.
is yes. I do feel
All right.
better. Okay.
Tomorrow I got a big tree I got to cut up with the chainsaw. So laying in the
Yeah.
farmer's field. So firewood for next year.
Nice.
So I'm going to be keeping myself busy.
Yep. Hey,
Yeah.
George, you want to center yourself?
I'm just getting it.
Hey.
I'm just trying to fix the audio here.
I'm half a George.
He's concentrating.
Yeah,
And-
there you go.
I'm the other half.
Oh, hey. Hey, guys. Oh, buddy.
How about you, Derek? What's new with you? Did you play any gigs lately or jam or anything?
Yeah, I played this weekend with a band called. Actually, I'm wearing the shirt. Tiger Sex.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. I'm actually just right now getting posts from the show right now. But yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a really good show. We played with the Liquor Pigs too. They've been around Toronto for quite a while, right?
Yeah. So a bunch of good bands then.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Good venue.
Yeah.
Besides
well, of course,
that,
it's a good venue.
I went, huh?
Of course, it's a good venue.
Yeah, the Rock Pile.
Yeah.
I went kayaking this weekend for the Lions Club. Making
for the Lions Club, what, like for a little event or something, or what do you do?
Yeah, they did just donations, and they had a shuttle bring you back and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Well, the weather's starting to turn nice, so it's outdoorsy stuff is happening now, right?
Yeah. No, that's cool.
I swear, tonight I was out like at 8:30, and I think the black flies were out. They were buzzing around. They're pinging off me and stuff. No biting, but they looked like black flies, but they were a little on the big side.
Huh.
But yeah,
I don't know.
it's only time. The only thing I don't like about the spring is when those suckers all start coming out. Black flies, mosquitoes, and then it's just
we get a guy to spray, right?
Yeah.
We got a bit of property, but we just get him to do out by the barn and then up by the house, right?
Yeah.
So it's like maybe 1.5 acres, 2 acres.
Yeah.
And it seems to kill the mosquitoes great.
So it works? Like how long does that last?
You have to have it done twice over the summer. So he'll do it now.
Yeah.
And then he'll come back in like July, do it again.
Really?
And then you're good until winter.
So what you do? Like spray all the bushes and trees and the grass?
Yeah, he just does whatever perimeter you want and just sprays. It's a fog.
Yeah.
So he goes like with like a leaf blower that smokes, right?
Right.
And just covers the whole ground and up the hedges and stuff, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take very long, I guess, for him to do it all either, right? He's walking around with one of those things.
Well, no, not super long. It takes a bit, but yeah, you got to keep your animals inside for like 3 hours after, right?
Yeah.
So I try, take the dogs to work, and the big dog she can last.
Wow, that's cool. And is it very expensive or no?
It's not. It's reasonable. It's definitely reasonable. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I guess you would need it because you're a little bit more in the bush than I am here, but still, right?
Yeah, I'm on a hill in a swamp.
Yeah,
we literally, our property is the only dry land on our road.
Yeah, because you are a little higher, like you're on a hill, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I got a little pond here. I just put a bunch of goldfish in it, so hopefully that'll fix that problem.
I can't put goldfish in mine. How about you, George? How was your weekend?
Well, it's all right. I mean, I didn't have a gig or anything, but I've spent the last week catching up, getting my music together and things like that. The last 2 years, it's like, wow.
So you're ready to rock and roll now, are you?
Getting there, yeah. I mean, I've done a couple of gigs. Got one this Saturday. Another one at the month. I thought I had some at the long weekend, but it's not on. But I'm available for that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If anyone needs a DJ this long weekend, one of the days.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's that time of year. I mean, it's like, wow. It seems like a few weeks is New Year's Eve, and now it's like end of May.
Yeah, May 2.
Now it's time to see backsides.
Backside.
I mean, we could see George's backside.
Oh, we don't have the fancy schmancy production job because Ringo's not here.
Yeah. George.
You can still show us.
I can show you. It's
just
all right.
Put it up in front of your face, and then maybe later when he comes back, we'll get a zoom in on it if no one's guessing.
I think Kathy's on, but when we did it last week and Kathy got it right, she got Xanadu.
Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't get the scream.
Yellow.
It was yellow. So like, this is for you, Kathy, from last week. Not shortchange our listeners and viewers.
Oh, can't have that happen. Come on.
And here it is.
Oh,
That's this week's.
It's this week's backside.
Okay, just because I have to ask questions.
Go on.
Is the person on the background the singer?
Yeah.
Or the artist?
Yes.
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 that's
Okay.
why the face is covered up.
That's right.
Yes. No, I know, but no, it could be for another reason too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I got that.
Yeah.
No.
See, we
Wow.
can't even make you big because Ringo doesn't trust us with the controls, and he won't let us control it.
Oh, really?
There we go. Now I can make it a little bigger.
All right. So there it is.
That is the artist, and she is a solo artist.
She is a solo artist.
Would it be someone like Madonna?
Is that a guess?
That's a
Well,
guess.
that sounded like a guess. Madonna is a person.
Wow. All right.
Any
It
more
was a
questions?
try.
It's not a compilation.
It's not a compilation, no.
So we got
Yeah,
Kathy saying Diana Summer.
Diana Summer.
Yeah.
It's not Diana
Or,
Summer.
sorry, Donna Summer. Donna Summer. Kathy's on a
Right,
roll.
Kathy's just kicking ass.
Whoa.
Nicely
Kathy.
Must have been what she had for supper.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
done. 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row, yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit, Kathy.
That's good.
Well,
Don't
for
want
all
to-
the rest of you fans that thought you knew who it was, you
Yeah.
were too slow.
That's right. You gotta be quick on that
You
buzzer.
got to get on the ball. You got to send your message in and say, I know who it is.
That's right.
Yeah. No,
And there's our
all over
pal,
that.
Danny. I'm glad you're listening, Danny.
Actually, you know, I mean, she died, like, I can't remember what year it was she died, but she blamed 9/11 on it, you know, the fallout, because she lived in New York.
Oh yeah.
Ah, wow.
That's crazy, eh?
No.
Speaking of Danny, I went over there the other day. Oh my God, look at that.
2012.
Okay, so which one of you guys think you could eat one of those bad boys?
I could do it.
If you gave me
could do
like a week and a half, I'd do it.
Yeah?
What one of Danny's big burgers?
Yeah.
When I ate meat, I would have given it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you ever
I can
eat
tell you
those?
right now, his fish is the perfect size because I still eat fish. So his fish is the perfect size.
Yeah.
It's a good meal, good piece of fish.
Yep.
And
Yes.
the chips are awesome as well.
Yes, they are. And the homemade tartar sauce.
Tartar.
So I just went the other night. I was driving through town and I stopped in and I got souvlaki dinners for my wife and I.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was really good, man. Really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All parts of it. You know, we tried the rice is good. The potatoes are good. The meat is amazing. Too bad you don't eat meat anymore. Like a lot of people, Danny was explaining to you, they use.
Hey,
You know,
I'd
use-
eaten there because
Yeah.
I'd eaten there, right? I tried everything. I tried burgers and I
Yeah.
tried the Slovakia.
Done it all.
Yeah. And then I got a bad stomach, so I had to stop eating meat.
Yeah. A lot of people use the pork arse for souvlaki, right? 'Cause it's got a lot of fat in it.
Yeah.
And last year, Danny tried the shoulders, which were a little better, but now he makes it with pork tenderloin. It's like, oh my God, it's so good. Makes his own tzatziki sauce, all homemade, the dressing. Folks, if
Yeah.
you're hungry, go to Country Stop Burger.
Country Stop Burger on Highway 48 in Ballantrae.
Ballantrae.
Ballantrae, just
See, come on
north
down.
of the roundabout.
Look at this place. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, they did a
Love
nice
it.
job.
Yeah, looks good.
Those cars look really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
So
on the
is that-
side of the building too.
Danny, you'll have to tell us, was that some kind of a wrap like inside, or how did you get
Yeah,
to
it is. Yeah, and it's one of those ones that still lets the light through. So if you're inside, you can still see out. It's pretty cool.
A
Yeah.
lot.
And if you want to know what the inside of the place looks like, you're just going to have to come on down and check it out.
Check it out.
The inside looks really good too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Like a
Get
tint,
that.
exactly. There you go.
Sandra, why are you starving now?
Well, because we're
it's
talking
late
about
at
burgers,
night.
dude. I'm hungry. I want a burger, man. I'm telling you, when I stop eating or stop being a vegetarian and start eating meat again, the first
Yeah.
thing I'm going to do is grab a burger like that. Like, I am a burger guy. I love burgers.
Yeah, me too. I love my burgers. If Keisha's listening, I know she does too. We have to take her down there one day because every time I talk about it, she bitches at me.
Does
Why don't we go with
Danny
Dad,
do
Dad?
burgers over there?
He'll do any burger you want. You just
Yeah.
talk to him real nice.
He's got burgers on the menu, but if you come in and go, hey Danny, I want something special, he'll set you up.
I need the heart attack burger, Danny, for breakfast. So throw an egg on top too.
Oh my God.
So what was it, Derek? What was it?
Maybe Danny will step up and offer a free burger for the next backside winner.
Oh,
That's big.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Also,
Let's go.
Ringo, Danny wants to know when you're going to come help and flip burgers.
Oh yeah. Well, inside or outside, or does it matter?
having a
It's
celebrity flip
inside.
burgers, you know, it's
Inside.
Inside, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Well, my burger flipping arm, which is my dominant arm, which actually does a lot of different,
Yeah. Different things. Yeah.
reptile brain functional things. Yeah.
Is that the one that's injured?
Yeah, that's the one that's injured,
Well,
but
hey,
it's
it's
not
good
looking
work
too
ethic.
bad now.
Back
Like, I mean,
working.
right here, actually, right near the Gibson guitar,
Yeah.
just kind of behind the skull.
Right.
There was a splinter there, and it's kind of got bone all over it now, and it's got like a little bump, right? So I have this like
Calcified.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like having a bicep body implant that's made out of bone.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna hurt like hell if I whack it on something, or if somebody punches me in the arm.
Ah, yes. Bam.
You know how women like to punch,
Uh-huh.
so
I could tell you right now, I've had 3 collarbone breaks, right? I have got so many hugs and pats and hey bud and the grabs, and it's like, man, I'm broken. just don't touch me.
Yeah, take it easy. Not so hard.
Yeah.
So the backside we've done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kathy
Kathy
got
did
it.
it again.
She was all over it. 2
Yeah.
weeks in
Kicked
a row.
ass.
You know what's funny? George from the Atomic Ballroom and Heikadelic Show told me that if I wore headphones and a microphone, he'd teach me how to be a DJ in space. Well, I'm already up here. So where are you, George?
I'm right next to the Atomic Ballroom, just in case I need to rush out and do a quick transmission.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
never too far away from it. No, we can go live at any moment in time, any given
cool.
moment, which we'll be doing tomorrow. Now that you mention it,
Oh yeah.
So,
Tune
yeah.
in to Twitch.
yeah, Facebook actually. Yeah, you know.
So fans, let us know if you're listening or watching us tonight. Send us a little message. Keisha, if you're out there, John, Antonio, Dave, come on. You guys are out there?
So-
Send us a little message.
This weekend I met someone who I met through the show.
Really?
Well, kind of through Tamara through the show. Was Deb,
Yeah.
the singer of Madam.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
cool.
saw a post.
Right on.
So yeah.
I want to show you guys.
What are you going to show us? George already showed us his
Oh.
backside.
Yeah,
What are you going
wait
to
a
do?
second.
Keep going.
Should we be
I'm
scared?
Hang on. Hang on. Might have to close my eyes.
Hey, look at this, guys.
Want to see something? As soon as your buddies have been drinking and they say those words to you, look out. Shit's going to happen.
You always say yes, no.
Or they go, watch this. That's even better. You
No,
just
it's
get
always
your
hold my beer.
phone out and make sure you're recording the
Yes.
watch this. Did you find it,
No.
Ringo?
I grew
I
up in the
did.
country enough that it was as soon as somebody said hold my beer.
Okay, so what? Okay, hang on here.
Are you putting something up on the screen or
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to find my little mouse.
trying to find the right
pointer
button?
thingy. Exactly. Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
little
this is a
bit.
surprise.
Okay, let's see here.
Dun, dun, dun. Where's the drum roll, Derek?
No, speaking of great like places like country stuff, I ran into a company today that was just awesome.
Okay.
It's good when you get to do that.
Yeah. So this is a small business, and they're called Crystal Auto Glass. So Saturday, I was feeling a little under the weather, but managed to get out and do some yard work. So I was doing the lawn, cutting the grass. So then my daughter's boyfriend comes out, and he's like pretty upset because the back window of his car is smashed out, right? So naturally we thought it might have been the lawnmower, but I was far enough away that probably not. So we looked for the culprit and couldn't find it. And I said, often it's kind of rare, but if you leave your windows closed, and it was really hot on Saturday, hot, cold, and it blew out. So regardless, it's busted, right? So I pick up my phone, I start looking at places. So I call this Crystal Auto Glass.
Yeah.
It cost $316 to change out the full back window with new seals on it. And they came to my house to do it today.
That's cool.
It was so cool. These guys were awesome. They brought a vacuum cleaner. They, were very professional, very polite. I said, hey guys, I said, are you okay if I give a shout out? Because here's the other thing too, and maybe I shouldn't be throwing around prices, but I have a Ford F-150 truck. And I have a crack in it in the lower corner, but I haven't done anything with it because it hasn't expanded. The guy says, hey, you want that replaced? And it was something like $320. A couple dollars
that's pretty
more
good
than replacing the back window on an old Camry. So I think that those prices are phenomenal. The fact that what I didn't know was they came right to our door to do it, which made it so convenient.
It says free mobile service. That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I mean, I'm definitely gonna, because here's the thing, like I appreciate all the small businesses, and especially ones that like have like a general store, farmer's market, and all of that. I love that stuff. Okay, but bricks and mortar, like not to trash places like the big old franchises like out there,
Walmart.
Well, whatever, I mean, everybody does auto glass, but a mobile service, look at the overhead they're cutting out, right? Which lowers your cost. There's no way I would get a better price than that anywhere else, but a business like this, right? And the people there were, like I said, awesome. So look them up on Facebook, Crystal Auto Glass Inc. I think their website is crystalautoglassinc.ca. And I mean,
sounds good.
These guys were top shelf. And tell them Ringo from the Ringo's Ranch sent you. And these guys were awesome.
Cool. Good to know, bud.
Wicked. Whereabouts are they?
It doesn't matter where they are because I really don't
Because
know.
they come to you, right? So it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not only that, like I don't carry around a lot of cash unless it's in a money clip and I'm sitting at a bar and I just want to attract people. But other than that, I don't really. Yeah, exactly, right. But no, I don't carry a lot of cash around. I never have really. But I just did like an e-transfer because I said, do you want like cash, credit card, or whatever? And they said like, we could do
Yep.
cash or we can do if you want to e-transfer, and that was it.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Very, very seamless. I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Wicked.
And I can answer your question, Derek. I know exactly where they are.
All right, where are they?
They're on the internet.
Oh,
Well, and that's
Google. They're all over Google.
they're global, in fact, right? Just like our show.
Yeah.
Wow. They're
Well,
everywhere.
I noticed it's a 416 number, right? So
Yeah, so it's the Toronto number. So
wait,
Yeah.
I think Danny, you can clarify this, but I think maybe Danny's offering up a free booger,
a free
burger.
booger. Wow.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here's a flick for you.
Space today, I don't know.
free booger in your burger.
He's offering up. It looks like he's offering up a free burger for the next winner of the, or maybe Danny. We should just give that to Kathy. And
All right.
and she'll get the benefit of having Ringo drive her up.
And then Ringo can flip the burger for her.
That's right.
Well, I could flip the burger, but
Ringo
I'll
can
pay
buy
for
two
my
more.
own burger. So
Oh, that's awesome.
she's one of our super fans, so I could
Yeah.
do something like that. That'd be fun.
Mm.
And Danny says absolutely.
No.
Congratulations,
There you go.
Kathy.
All
You're
right.
gonna love it.
So
Danny
Ring
makes
your
a
bell.
wicked hamburger.
Yeah.
ring your bell, George.
A bell.
Kathy wins a free burger up at Danny's at
No, you
Country
don't.
Stop Burger.
You
All
can't
right,
say-
we'll make that happen. That sounds cool. Heiko, you gonna meet us up there?
Wait a second. You want to know something?
Sure.
This sounds like there's almost a connection to the show here. I think that we should maybe pick somebody else who's not connected to the show, eh?
Yeah, but she won fair and square, right? Too bad she's a super fan. That could have been Sandra. It could have been Danny winning his own burger, right?
Yeah.
Well, and that's why I
Could've
say
been
more
Sandra.
people have
Sandra's,
to put
like, gets it
their
off.
more people have to put their
Sandra
guesses
could
in.
come all the way up from the west side and
Yeah.
hang out
Yep.
in Stouffville.
Yeah, we're not like I mean it's fair. Fair is fair. I mean it's in life it's who you know, for sure. Absolutely.
it is.
100%.
100%. It's always been that way.
That's how we wound up on this show, right?
Yeah.
Guy knew a guy.
It's who
knew
you
a
know.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
it?
it's funny. We just kind of hooked up and met and blah blah and come on to the show, it's just- and now look
So-
at us. We're all so lucky we know George. He's
Yep.
he's so bloody famous, Mr. DJ. Like he's been everywhere. We're just
So guys,
happy to have him on the show with us.
we've been getting some good feedback about the fact that we don't always have guests because I think like lately the conversation and we've been kind of like switching it up a bit and doing different things. It's been good feedback and I noticed our numbers last
Yep.
week were quite high. So that's good.
Well, last week was nuts too. We went over almost 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, it was,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys
Just
need
because
to
we're
stop doing
we're
that
all
to me.
chatty.
yeah.
Like,
Give me
no,
one
no,
sec,
no.
guys.
You guys just shut up, guys. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, but they had the brownies last week, didn't they?
No, not
Yeah.
me. They
Yeah.
did.
No,
Oh,
you
they
didn't. No, they
No, Ringo
and
Yeah.
Heiko did.
and I did. I ate
Yeah.
them right on the show.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told Ringo we should have eaten 3 right off the bat.
So I have the order put in, guys, for you for brownies too. So we'll have to hook up one day so I can get them all to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We'll have.
Yeah.
We can all meet at Country Stop Burger.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, the
was
brownie.
it a brownie experiment? Yeah, kind of. It was just
It was. Yeah.
we had a little aches and pains and needed some brownies to cheer us up, make us feel better.
Well, Heiko, I have to say, okay, so the ointment, right?
Yes.
That works really well because that
Yep.
area where the splinter is very painful. It's like
Yep.
very bruised. So I put that on, and it's great. I don't have to take any pain med supplements or anything, so it works really good.
Fantastic.
The brownie, I backed off to just one because last week I tried it?
Yeah, you had two.
Yeah, I had two, but so I had one, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is all right. And let me just qualify this: it wasn't like one brownie or two brownies. We actually took one brownie square and cut it into 9 pieces, as prescribed by Dr. Heiko here. But
Yes.
yeah, so we did that, and I took one while we were on the show, and I felt nice and relaxed. I'm like, okay, I can probably pop another one, and that was a mistake. Because when you get as old as I am, and you have to get up in the middle of the night several times to, do
To go
your
to
business,
the bathroom.
I felt like either on puppet strings or a piece of spaghetti going to the bathroom, which in my condition, I shouldn't be falling, right? But
No.
it was not good. But sleeping, like getting, it was great. It knocked me right out. But I mean, we're not, let's qualify this. We're not giving any advice on doing, any sort of marijuana, weed, or any of the byproducts at all. We're just, these are hypothetical experiences. Like, what if my uncle didn't have balls, he'd be my aunt.
Ringo,
But
I'd just like
they're
to say,
hypothetical.
you should have taken my advice and eaten the whole thing.
No,
or at least eaten 3. Like, okay, you want to know something? You're
Why?
telling a cool story, like, hey, yeah. But if you would have eaten the whole thing, you would have been like, man, I ate this thing and I passed out. And it would be a way better story.
No,
It's funny. It's funny though, because I talked to Ringo
right?
and I said, when I get Derek his brownie, he's gonna smash the whole thing back all at once.
I'd like to see that.
I'll do it right. I'll do it on here.
I know you will.
Okay, you know what though? Okay, don't do drugs, people, and definitely
this is a brownie.
don't listen to Derek.
It's dessert. What are you talking about? We're having dessert.
Yes, that's right. Don't be piggish.
My glass of lactose-free milk, and I will dunk it in, and I'll eat it.
Oh.
So, and this is what worries me. Keisha's
there
saying
we go. We finally got to hear from Keisha. She finally chimed in.
Too.
Right, and she's saying, I want some brownies, and they're good brownies. I'm not gonna lie. Like the temptation to eat a whole brownie is definitely there. And so what I did is I put it in foil. I put it at the back of the fridge, and I hid it because my future son-in-law will find it. And
he's not watching the show right now, is he?
No, but he can probably hear me. He's in the house. But the temptation to eat, like when you see a lone brownie square there, what do you do? What do you do? Do you leave it alone? No, you eat it.
Just look at it and go, oh my God, that looks so tasty.
Right.
I think I'm going to have some.
The only time that I've been really like messed up from marijuana was besides being like young, was I ate probably, almost a half a pound of butter. And I make my butter with like a pound of butter. I use 2 ounces.
Yeah.
Right. So it's fucking potent. You're supposed to use like a quarter, right? So and I was like, I don't feel anything, and my girlfriend said, "How are you?" And I'm like, "Huh?" Yeah, you're not stoned at all, right?
Oh my God.
I don't feel nothing. Yeah.
I had I probably mentioned it before, but I had a bad experience with the oversized cookies you can get. Like, I think you get, one of the donut places were selling them at one point, but they're massive, right? They're like that. And I accidentally ate way too much. And I was in a body coma for probably 10 hours. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. And then I felt like
Good
in the
old body
last,
stone, eh? Oh my God.
yeah, but in the last 2 or 3 hours, I actually had to go to a function, and I was like, I
You
felt
weren't
like
functioning.
I was
That's
like,
funny.
but I'm in the cab, and I'm like, I'm feeling now. When you get that feeling that you need to puke, but you can't.
Oh, okay.
That was horrible. So that lasted about 3 hours. And then all of a sudden I got ravenously hungry.
Yeah.
But I missed dinner because it was a dinner show thing. And then
Okay.
I went to this club after, and we drank margaritas all night because I was like, second wind, I'm on, right? Like,
Yeah.
good to go.
Here we go.
But
Oh,
Give me the sugar.
I know. But yeah, I have to say at the beginning it felt nice. It felt interesting. It like so relaxing. But I ate too much, and by the time all that kicked in, it was horrible. It was very horrible.
That's so everybody learns. Like everybody tries stuff. They go, I don't feel anything because they're so damn impatient. Just let it do its thing. Like if you smoke weed, it hits you pretty much right away, like within minutes. But if you ingest it, it's totally different. It's got to go
like
into your system. It does take an hour, right?
So, I want to get high now. I'm sorry, I'm
but
young
people
enough.
are like, you know,
immediate.
I don't feel anything yet, so I'm gonna have some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
well,
bam.
See, and that's a problem I have. Like, if I find something cool that I like, I always buy two. Like, thinking the world's gonna end, so I better get two of those. And so should I get half a rack of ribs or should I get a full rack of ribs? You know, that sort of thing.
Oh, look at that. A message from my buddy down in Alabama, AJ. Escoyal and shroom oil. There we go. Now we're going back to the good old days.
You know, I think AJ, I'm hoping that Biden starts really pushing psychedelics because I have a lot of stock in them right now, and I'm hoping that it goes from net nothing to something. Would be nice. But that was a big thing about Biden. I mean, like
they're still getting into psilocybin for stuff, right? I think it was the West Coast is now using it. Like in BC, I think they're now using it or made it medically.
Whatever.
Oh, good. Yeah. The company that I invested in, they've gone through trials. They've gone through different things, and actually they're right in the marketing phase right now. So I'm hoping that it actually it's come up a little bit, but nothing.
But it's amazing. Like you can get gummies, right? Yep. You know how you eat marijuana gummies? Same thing. It's just with oil. It's with psilocybin.
Yeah.
It's like you know here. When I because I sometimes see like play bigger this festival anyways, this guy was giving them out. They were a quarter gram each. So he recommended, you take two. So you get like a half a gram. And then just for people who just wanted to try it, they just take one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Grab a handful. See you tomorrow.
Hey, AJ, I really don't care if he can run the country. I just want him to kind of, open the path up for psilocybin.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because I mean, he might even wind up being a poster child, right? He's not getting any younger, so
no.
Just saying. But
I like Keisha's comment about a rack of ribs. I know. Guys, too bad you don't meet Derek because she'd be a girl to challenge to see how many racks of ribs you can eat.
Okay, so I used to
not
be
saying
like,
nothing, but
no, I used to be a rack. I used to like racks. I still like racks. But I like beef. I like the beef ribs.
Yes.
Right. That's more my love it.
I had pork ribs
me too.
tonight.
Pork ribs make me shit. Or they did. Now
I like the good beef ribs, like the bone is the size of my pinky and it's got a ton of meat on it. Yep. Right? Those ones are like lots of meat.
Gristle on the inside or the skin there.
Yeah.
You boil them
There's some
until they
places
almost
you go
fall
to,
off, and then
you go to
barbecue
those,
them.
yeah, you go to those rib places and they got these, it's all bone, and you suck a bit of dried skin off them. Then there's no meat. They're just brutal. I hate that. I like a good meaty bone.
Yeah. If I'm getting the bone, it's going to be the meaty bone. I want that big meaty bone.
Oops.
Don't mess around. Yeah, no, I want to feel like I'm eating a dinosaur if I'm eating a rib.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
pterodactyl.
I
Here
grew
we
up on
go.
Flintstones, right? So
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
Just back to Danny's place. Does he have chicken burgers at all?
Danny's got everything.
Everything.
I don't know. If he's there, he'll
no,
have to tell us.
Hey, I believe isn't Danny the butcher? I'm not. I thought
not
I
really
thought he
sure.
said that last time. When Danny was on, I was still a measly peasant worshiper.
Well, you know what? I think we should have Danny on again sometime soon, and he can tell us all about all the new shenanigans going on at the restaurant.
Yeah, that would be good. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. We could actually, if he wants to do a pop in anytime, you know.
Yeah. Well, he could. Danny, if you're out there, if you
Right
want to
now, Danny.
pop in on the show,
Yeah,
let us
Danny,
know.
hey, what are you doing? Come on.
Actually, any of our, I'll say, core listeners, that we kind of know.
Yeah.
Only because we don't have any loose cannons on, but any of you out there right now, I mean, if you got something to say,
Hey,
we can
Ringo.
bring you on.
I gotta go do something.
Hang on. Yeah,
Okay,
you're going to
what
do
is it?
something. Bobby's just telling you what you're going to do right here on the screen. Read it.
Yeah, that's it, Bobby. I like the bone.
Hey, you know what, Derek? That would be a great song. That would be a good lyric.
Yeah. I
You
don't need the meat,
You
but I
don't
still
need
like the
meat,
bone.
but he sure likes bone.
So Derek's going to leave
I'm
us
gonna
for
play you
a brief
trombone.
intermission because he's
Yeah.
got to do something with the bone.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
I'll be
I
right
need
back.
some kind of echo here.
Mhm.
Hello. Yep.
Yeah, the echo's popped in here and there. You can hear it every once in a while.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Yeah.
He don't eat meat because he sure likes the bone. Screw that Tinder because I call him on the phone.
There you
His
go.
name is Derek and he likes cool weed. And he grows it by himself and starts with a seed. Boy, look out, Eminem.
Wow.
I'm coming for you.
Here we go. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's
good.
the good rack thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't be a good rack. No.
Nice rack. I
Wow.
have to ask Obama. He's in the basement running the show, but guarantee he's game. Good one.
Yeah.
I actually like Obama.
No kidding, eh?
He's a good head.
He was okay, but his wife was, a piece of what. Oh, there you go. Danny says grilled chicken breast. Instead of a chicken
Okay.
burger, you get a grilled chicken breast. That's pretty freaking good. I would say that's even better.
That's cool. We'll give Kathy options, right?
Yeah. Just not too crazy options.
Bobby Cousins. It's a lyric. Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
It's a lyric. But she... Oh, I get it. Okay, got it.
So that's what we should
George
do. We
is
should,
very quiet. Tell us the story, George.
It's a long time since I did drugs. So I'm kind of,
Hey, wait a minute. We might have a lead-in for you.
yeah. We could set you up.
We might. Hang on a minute. Hey,
What?
why don't
The
you
guys
talk
on the
about-
Heikadelic show?
living.
Just talk about something like give us a tickler for the next backside.
Hey folks, it's time for George's backside, my favorite part of the show. So sit back and have a look at his backside. And you can catch George out in the clubs, DJing, that's right, flipping those discs, and whatever else he does. But hey, right now, I just want you to focus on his backside and come up with some answers.
Well, seeing as the prize is at stake, there's We have to make him a bit.
I know it's the
Yes,
ante is the ante is
ups the ante a little bit. So I think people are going to try a little harder to guess the backside.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, hey, I'm back on. Hey, guys.
Oh,
Whoa,
look,
is
George
that
has a tease. That's a teaser for next week.
Yeah, I think we'll do that one next week. See, there's like,
Wow.
so there's prizes now.
Prizes.
Yeah, we need to get. That's what we should do.
Burgers
Start
from
calling out
Denny's.
for different,
Yeah.
sponsor prizes or something.
I'll tell you what. I'll sponsor a prize with a pin package. I'll go get a whole bunch of pins, and we'll give away a whole bunch of pins to somebody for winning.
For what? Halloween hunt or
Yeah,
house hunt?
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, those
What about your
pins
other
are cool.
thing there? Rad.
What about Rad?
I don't know. Rad.
We don't
pins?
have it. We don't have any merch or nothing. We don't.
No
it's-
merch. Oh yeah, you guys are cover band anyway, right? Cover
Yeah.
bands don't need merch.
Oh,
Actually, you want to know something? I've been noticing a lot more cover bands doing merch.
That's because they can't write fucking originals. All right, they're just
Wow.
pinheads who learn how to friggin'. Don't get me going on. I love tribute bands.
It's too
I really
late.
do.
It's too late. You
Well,
started.
Hey, okay, but really, what? Like, imagine if somebody said, "Hey, I'm going to be covering Joe Rogan's stand-up. You want to come and see me?" People aren't going to go see you.
No,
But if you go, "Hey, I'm going to play somebody's music," they're like, "All right, I'll come and see you."
no, but Derek, why would anybody in their right mind buy a T-shirt from a cover band?
You want to know something?
Because they're
Say they were
good, they
there.
do a great job, and you want to support them. That's it.
But sometimes
You
just
buy
to
a
say
shirt.
you were there. Hey, look, I saw these
Yeah.
guys.
Though, no, I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever. I think
I agree. No, I
I
know what
love
you're saying.
cover bands, but let's not mix drinks here. I don't want to just trash them because I actually may play in a cover band at some point. But tribute bands, I get it.
Yep.
They put a lot into the,
Production.
They try and knock off the original. I sort of get that. There was a point where I couldn't really understand the tribute thing, but then you get like ACDC tribute bands, like Seamus has one, right? They're a great band, right? But they're all about making sure that it's true to the original act. And with ACDC now being half dead, I can see them being popular, right? But yeah, I would never buy a cover band T-shirt. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're saying. I see it, and I don't think that I would. I think the only reason I would ever make from a cover band make a T-shirt would be simply because like the name's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, okay, so no, that's fair because
something
I
that's
just
like
recently
rad is universal. You can just
right.
rad.
There's a band out there locally called Looney Tunes, and these guys are phenomenal. And what they do is they'll take a lot of the Canadian bands, but it's a little bit different because they're almost like a mishmash tribute. And to your point, I think the original, like in the background, they've got these sort of Looney Tune cartoons playing, and so their shtick, there's something original about that, even though they're doing, a mix of covers, but they'll kind of do like 3 or 4 from a band and almost like mixed tribute kind of thing, and that's cool. I just think, let's say you're a lot of cover bands. Okay, a lot are jobbers, right?
Yep.
It's like, oh, I play in 3 cover bands and 1 original band. And it's, maybe they're paying the rent doing that. Awesome. All right. But you're going out there, like jobbers will.
Jobbers are doing the tributes too, though, because like.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Some tribute bands are making pretty good money, right? You can't deny it.
No,
it's and as you
tribute
said before,
bands make a great, compared to, like whatever. Back in the day, I played in a cover band, and we were on A-list. And back then, in the '80s, if you were a great cover band, yeah, there was a lot of hype around it, and actually, now that I think about it, we probably did sell T-shirts, but we had originals. No, but we had originals. We were that band that would plant one original into every set, right, of covers.
All right.
But anyway,
That's
whatever.
cool.
Tomato, tomato. Do whatever you want. If you want to go buy a shitty cover or a great cover band T-shirt, have at it. Support your band, right?
Yep.
Hey, if they're good and you're having a good time, I'm in.
Hey, these guys are cool. I want to give them my money.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. It's like I'm not trying to be a negative, kind of
negative Nelly
musician wannabe. I'm the
What
fucking.
do you mean you're not
voice
trying
of
to
an
be
angel,
negative?
for
What's
Christ's
wrong with you?
sakes. Yeah.
Hey, I gotta ask AJ something. He said he's got to go after the wedding he's at. He's got to go back home to Huntsville. I thought he lived in Lick Skillet. Where the hell do you live, AJ?
Lives in a lot of different places, apparently.
And you know what? I got to get George to help me now because I got AJ on, Keisha's on, Danny's on. A lot of our great fans are on. I think you got to play a tune there.
Oh, we can do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Give
let's
us a
do it.
tune.
Let's do it.
Everybody grab your drink. We're going to have a
Again,
toast.
Ringo brought it to a dark place.
Yes.
way to go,
Cheers.
Ringo.
Cheers.
La.
So Kathy's saying,
Someone's here.
All together now.
One potato, two potatoes, or banana. One potato.
so Kathy, bought a Destroyer T-shirt and Kiss cover. But Kathy, they're not a cover band; they're a tribute band, and there is a difference because
Huge. Tribute band plays the best of a band.
Yeah,
a cover band plays the best of many bands.
Yeah. So let me ask this question to Ms. Harkness. What if there was a Duran Duran cover band out there? What are your thoughts on that? Here you go. You have the mic.
Okay. Well, my thoughts on it, if they're a good band, because there's been I'm going to say Duran Duran, but other bands that I've gone to see who are tribute, and they're a good band. If you close your eyes, you're going to think it's them. I've also been to ones that were so horrible you didn't even know what song they were playing.
Sorry, you said if you close your eyes, you'll know it's them. So it's like pulling up to
studio musician
a washroom at a truck stop with a glory hole. You just close your eyes and hope it's a girl.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You have this thing about glory holes. I
don't know. I brought it
up in the last couple of weeks.
Is that a fantasy of yours or something?
Ringo's being a bit sassy tonight, isn't he?
He might want to work on the other side of that glory hole.
Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. Richard just mentioned something he said, I wish you can get Andrew Glad on there to talk about Rockin' for the Cure event. So yeah, Rockin' for the Cure is come up a lot lately. Great cause.
What cure?
And
cancer?
Yeah, Richard, if there's anything we can do to support it on the show or have him come on or somebody. Actually, Richard, why don't you just find out the particulars and come on and you can come on and talk about it.
Yeah.
You're more of a celebrity than those guys are anyway.
Right? It's in June and it's at Drums and Flats in Ajax.
Yeah.
I can't remember the details, but Richard, come on and tell us.
Yeah, for sure. It's all over the place.
Oh, is that the thing that's June 11th or something? Drums and Flats?
Yeah.
In Ajax?
Yeah.
Like, you remember that guy we had on, Lacos? He's a hip hop artist.
No hip hop on here, right, Heiko?
That's right.
We did.
No.
We had him on here. He was a hip hop artist. He was actually really good.
No, not on the Heikadelic show.
You already had him on, Hike.
We had him on.
I know we did.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, no, he's a young guy, awesome, a great artist, and his dad is actually in Looney Tunes and plays in a bunch of different bands. But Jim, he's amazing guitarist.
Wow.
So Yeah, I totally
Good job.
support those guys. And anyway, Lacos was at the Edge not too long ago, and he was he had a Rockin' for the Cure hoodie, and I love the logo. So Richard, if you can get some stuff on that, come on the show and talk about it.
Yeah. He's got our email number. You can call
So
us.
Sandra says she has, I guess, cover band t-shirts just for support.
Yeah.
Hey Sandra, speaking of cover band T-shirts for support, I think actually we're playing Out Your Way sometime soon. I'll have to let you know. You can bring all your buddies over.
See, my take on merch for a cover band is, why don't you do this? Why don't you get an empty coffee can and put tips on it?
Yep.
And stick that in front of your kit. Because if you're a good cover band, people are going to fill that shit. You're going to get paid more in that coffee can than you will by the establishment you're paying for.
Yep.
Been there, done it.
Yep.
Yeah. I've also seen guys go around with hats for the band, and people, or nope.
And Kathy, Destroyer is a tribute band. A really good one too. AC/DC Canada show rocks. So so Sandra, that's the one with Seamus, who's also a promoter. He has a promotions company called Black Moon. Motor City Maniacs has done some shows with them. There's he's been in the business a while, but his AC/DC Canada show is awesome. He's got Gino in there when Gino's not on a cruise ship doing gigs, but he's got a lineup of great musicians, and their show is phenomenal. I actually went on the road with them one time, and we went up north, and I did their merch.
You're not supposed to play on the road. You might get hit by a car.
Hey, I used to play on the highway.
Yeah?
Yeah, I used to close it, so I walk out on it every night.
So
Hey,
Danny is saying,
tribute. You want to know who's coming to Uxbridge? A guest from here, Baz. I noticed the Bon Jovi cover, and it's going to be them and Brian Adams tribute.
Yep. Well, Baz is doing really well right now, and they were given some kind of an award for being around for, I think, 20 years. But but no, he's got a good show, and I'd love to get Baz on again because I really enjoyed the conversation. I wasn't sure how that all would go.
Right.
And because he's been for me more of an acquaintance, but he's definitely got a lot of cool stories. So Danny says Paul Taskus is my buddy. So Paul actually plays with Looney Tunes as well. I believe he's the singer. Great musician. These guys are top shelf.
Awesome.
They're all going to get on me for calling covers stuff. But
hey, I gotta throw a plug.
I play covers. The covers that I play, I play it partly for me, but I'm also playing it for other people. Like, so you learn them differently too, right?
Okay.
If you're playing for yourself, you're and your buddies, you're just gonna hack at it. But if you're playing out for people, you learn it better, right?
Right, but I mean, there's a method to the madness. So if you're using it to pay the rent, I understand that. Okay, and if you got an original band that's your goal, and you're kind of fueling that fire by playing other shows, great, awesome. Then you've got, like, say your band Rad, right? You got a nice little selection of tunes. What I don't like, I've been jamming with a few bands and been asked to do some other projects, but right now I'm in the headspace where I've got my original band and love that stuff. Never get tired of it, and we'll be getting it back together. So I'm not, so that's one of my that's one side of the focus that is more of a, well, what have you done as a musician, right? Like, I mean, saying I played in a cover band to me is like, well, that's nothing. But cover bands, I want to be in a cover band right now that plays music that people can dance to like, and not like, and I mentioned this before, not like just attract sausages, right? I feel that, like, at the end of the day, don't kid yourself. You can be a great musician, but if you think you're going to go out and play in clubs and people, you just show up and people, if you're original band, you got some great shit and you're promoting it, okay, fine, you might pack a house. But as a cover band, you got to work your ass off. Not only be a good musician, be a band that caters to the clients, or sorry, the consumers that they want out there, right? So like, so stop playing sausage jockey songs, right? Like songs that'll appeal to guys. Well, good luck then. You're going to get guys that come out to your shows, and they're not going to, like, get ladies to come out, make it danceable, make it interactive, all of that stuff. Put on a great show. And you know what? If you're mediocre at as musicians, you're not a note for note, but you're entertaining and you've got a great show and you've got danceable stuff, you're golden, because you're going to make money. And that's what the bar owners care about. They don't give a shit what you play. I'm probably sounding like an ass, but
no, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
The bar is there to make money. You are there to try and make the bar money. You want people to stay. So the longer they stay, then the more people that come.
And that's why, like, I'm going to...
If you bring women, men will come. It's a proven fact. It's always been that way. No, but
there you go.
True. You go to a heavy metal concert.
Stereotyping.
Go to a heavy metal concert. You'll get 10 women and 300 guys, right?
Yeah, we have to be careful.
To a Duran show, you get 80,000 women and 20,000 men.
Right. But and that's a great reference, right? Duran. I mean, people are psycho about it. Anyway, but I think at the end of the day, I'm going to start a thing, Derek, and maybe you can be with me on it. We're going to call it the tip challenge, right? So this is what irks me about any fucking band, whether you're original or not, or cover band. If you don't work at it and you don't make the right choices, don't expect people to come out and see you, right? And here's the real challenge. If you're really good at what you do, and it doesn't mean you have to be a note for note, phenomenal voice of an angel like myself, but what you need to do is you need to be entertaining and do your job, right? It's not time to go up there and fuck around. I mean, just have fun with it, but remember, you're there, you're actually part of the staff that night, right? So make sure that you're vocal about tipping your servers and blah blah blah, but put the tip can out, because if you're a great band and you'll
make some money.
People are going to kick you more money than you made walking into the, like, what's the average right now? Like maybe $100 to open your guitar case. That's about it, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you're a tribute band, you're going to get like 4 times that, depending on the show.
And a lot of original bands get paid by the door, right? So if 10 people come and you've got 3 bands and they're paying, there's $100 split between 3, there's $33 per band. Yeah. And now you got to split that $33 in between. Well, like we had 7 people there on Saturday.
Yeah.
Nice.
7.
Not that we had more people there, but but that's just giving numbers, right?
Yeah. Well, I can see the music, live music, and we all love live music. So whether you're cover, original, or whatever, it's the time right now to get back out and play.
Go out and enjoy it, people.
And enjoy it and have fun with it.
Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Do whatever you have to do, but go out and support it.
And just love each other. Well, not too
Find
much
a glory hole. Take a chance.
No. Just be respectful. That's what I'm looking for, right? Be respectful. But get out there and have fun, because I notice right now what's happening is I'm getting a lot of interest in, hey, Ringo were starting whatever band. I got like really
Right.
three. There, I've been rehearsing with a band a bit, and that's that project's on hold temporarily. And then, but I was approached by two others recently, but one of them is interesting, and I know some of the performers, and they're locally they're pretty well known and everything. But we've talked about jamming, and I get this like sheet of various sets of things that people have done and worked on, and again, we're talking covers, right?
Right.
Maybe the guys are out there and they can kick my ass later. I don't know, but I basically looked at all of these songs and I'm like, there's not one of them I'm interested in playing right now. Like even to jam, because they're not they're not designed to pack. Like I don't like playing the chairs, right? And if you put a little work into planning everything from your set arrangements to your show, it should be a show, whether you're a cover band or not. That really designs the outcome of what kind of audience you're going to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I don't know. For now, if I'm going to do a cover, then great, but I want to make sure that the venues are going to benefit from it.
See, like things that I don't know how to explain it, but even like in George's situation, if you're a DJ or you're there to entertain, it happens a lot of jams. I find this, somebody will want to play a song that's their favorite song and nobody else has ever heard, right?
Yep.
It's
Right.
the Rob Michaels band from 1962, and they made 4 albums, and this is a demo that somebody bootlegged from China, and it's the second last track on the album.
Right.
Let's play that.
Absolutely.
Who wants to hear that?
So Richard's saying Australian Pink Floyd show is awesome, just like being at the real thing. And
I saw Laser
I've got
Floyd.
a track in the BMW that has a Brit Floyd on it, like 2 albums, and these are a tribute band, and it's rocking. It's great, love it. Like I said, I think tribute bands are on a different plane than just simple cover bands, right? A lot of the cover bands, unless you got a singer that can like manipulate a lot of different artists out there, original artists, you're just, songs to me are crack fillers, right? They have no meaning whatsoever. I like
100% right. I agree with that, because there's some guys who like just sing in their own voice, right? And it's like, no, at least try, and if they use an accent, use that accent.
Yeah.
Try to mimic it.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, Derek, you just
100%.
mentioned Laser Floyd. Did you ever go and see that?
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, that was awesome.
I've seen it a bunch of times. I saw it straight.
Yeah.
Second time I saw it drunk. Third time I saw it high. The third time was the best time.
I did that one, and
anything's better when you're high.
Oh, but Laser Floyd, man, come on.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Where did you see it?
At the Planetarium in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
And AJ, my buddy here, who's texting us from Alabama, I think he was there with us
Right on.
a long time ago. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I remember I dosed there, and I was like, "Whoa, this is wicked!" Right?
One of our buddies, he had a little much, and he had to leave.
Oh yeah, too much for him.
He couldn't take it. It's just so messed up. Yep.
There was still smoking back then too. You could smoke inside back then.
Yep.
So this
I remember
Friday
it added more to the lasers, right?
Yeah.
This Friday, you just said this Friday. What's this Friday? I know what's this Friday.
Yeah, so it's the
Do you want to go?
Ford Dover Bike Week, or week, whatever it is.
Be safe, everyone.
Yeah, so Crude is playing there. So Crude is a Motley Crue tribute band, and I've seen them. at least once.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I found them very entertaining. They were great, and they like, again, they try to emulate, which I think is a blast. But
Mm.
Yep.
So all you
Yeah,
fellow
so
bikers out there,
Steele staying
if-
with them once. Steve
Yeah.
Hogue was telling us about that.
if you're interested in going to Port Dover this Friday, let me know. We'll do a trip. I'm in if you guys are.
I'm selling my bike.
It doesn't matter. It's not sold
Might
yet.
even be
So
sold by Friday.
you have a couple in the garage. If you sell one, you ride the other one.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of both of them. My riding days are done.
Ah, okay. Then you bring the souped up golf cart.
Time to get a
I sold one of my
Can-Am.
golf carts too. So
Jesus.
I think I think I might keep the Beaumont, and then downsize on a few other things, because it's just yeah. I'm just want to lighten the load a bit, right?
Yep.
So, but yeah, not to, like, if I got any, we got any musical, like, musicians out there. I enjoy going to see cover bands. In fact, over at Hills Pub, there's one that plays every few weeks, and again, quite entertaining. They play a little bit of everything.
Right.
And but if they had a T-shirt, I would never buy it. Right? I'm just saying.
Still not buying your T-shirt cover band.
No, I mean, like, I just wouldn't do it. It's not like, I think Sandra said about supporting. I think it was Sandra said about supporting, but it's nothing like I just.
What do you feel about cover bands that like do more than just one or two originals? They're like when
if you
like,
do, in my opinion, if you do one original as a cover band, then I would say that at least there's a potential that you will become an original band at some point. Whether the name changes or not, you've got a background agenda. And like I said, when I played, toured a lot as a cover band and made $7,500 a week as a band, and we had production and everything we had to pay for, but I was making, oh gosh, I was making about 700 a week.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
And back then you could get a 2-4 and a pack of cigarettes for $20.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
It was good money. And so yeah, you could build a career on it. And my buddy Gino, who plays in AC/DC, he played in a band called Victim back then, and they opened for Ted Nugent at the Sudbury Arena, and I was like, wow, I want to be like Gino, right? But
well, you want to know the funny thing? Back in the day, back when punk was around, right? Late 70s, early 80s.
Yep.
It was $5 a show to get in, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So now, 40 years later, to get into a punk show, it's $5 a show.
I know.
Really? Oh my God.
Really?
That's awesome.
Unless, like, you play like a bigger one, right? Like you play like a venue that you're trying to get hundreds of people, but it's usually $5 cover, or a lot of places do pay what you can.
But okay, so let's get on that for a second. So there used to be a thing called the Music Federation and blah blah blah. So the union, right? So the union in Canada ended up just kind of imploding. Yep. It wasn't well run. Blah blah blah. But anyway, so that was there for a blip on the radar. But what really messed it up is those fucking ingrates that think they can play. All right, go out and do a show for beers, right? Which is okay if you're doing a backyard party thing. But all of a sudden, anybody who was making good money, and this is the essence of what I'm talking about the tip jar and the fact that you don't play songs that are just about attracting your sausage buddies in. You want to pack houses, right? Because then the bar owners will love you and they will pay you. They're not going to dock you. They're going to give you a raise, right? But at the essence of that is you look at you look at what happened, and what happened was bar owners all of a sudden thought, well, geez, I can get these, people to play for beers, right? And why would I pay you guys $1,000 a show or whatever? So all of a sudden you saw that dwindle because all of the bars were doing the same thing because they got to be competitive, right? So that to me did a lot to damage. If you wanted to be a career musician, that did a lot to damage it, right?
Yep.
Because now the bars didn't really care about the quality.
No, they just go by the buck, right?
Right. Throw them some booze. I'm good. Right.
But you want to know too?
I never more felt like a prostitute than I did back then, like when shit went sideways like that.
Well, shit going sideways. Did I ever tell you about the time that I got screwed by a promoter?
Yeah, you did actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So shit happens, man, on both sides, and it sucks.
Well, it does, but so
You live and learn, though.
If you really understand the business, right? Like when I worked with say the Maniacs, right? When we worked with promoters, what we would do, because we did our job to build up a little fan base and all of that. So when we had a show, if we could sell 50 to 100 tickets or whatever, we would sell them before the show. But not only that, I'd collect the cash and pay the promoter months before the show ever happened, right? And all of a sudden, I'd say happy promoter, happy, and we'd get the pick gigs if we wanted them, right? So there's that business element of playing, but when it comes to like what I've seen, and there's two people that stick in my head, and I won't say their names, but they're career musicians. They're so committed. They probably don't have a pot to piss in terms of any sort of wealth or savings. And they're likely to do the same thing over and over until they die. I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair because these people ought to be treated extremely well. Oh, hey, Richard.
Hey, yeah, I was just gonna say, Ringo. I just invited Richard. He said got room for a guest, so I figure we'll invite him on for the last 10 minutes.
Hey, that sounds great. Anyway, let's get him in here. Richard, how are you, buddy?
Oh,
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
All right, we've got 10 minutes left, and it's all yours.
Yeah, Ringo.
No pressure, though, right?
And if you're really good, maybe 15 minutes. Because then Derek will start complaining and said he has to go to bed.
Yeah, that's right.
So I tagged Andrew from Rockin' for the Cure, and he's not available at the moment, but he did want people to know that these guys, so for Rockin' for the Cure this year, they're supporting the Campfire Circle, and these guys send kids with cancer to camp.
Nice.
So if you can think of a better cause than that, I don't know. So they're gonna have games, they're gonna have lots of raffles, they're gonna have lots of entertainment. And when I did the event for them, they had I Mother Earth there, and you wouldn't believe the people that were in the audience. You could walk through and pick out names, from the entertainment industry that from TV and movies and stuff. So you don't know who's going to be there, for one. And I mean, like I say, sending kids to camp with cancer, what an amazing cause! Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you know, Richard? Let me ask a question. And sometimes, I've heard a lot about Rockin' for the Cure, and it's a very legit something that evolved, and it really does well. So is it kind of a registered nonprofit or anything like that? Is it?
You'd have to look on the Facebook to find the particulars, but this is the 6th annual event.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, because I mean, there are different ways I think you can support, right? Even if you can't go to a show, I'm sure they would. We probably have to look.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if you go on their Facebook page, Rockin' for the Cure, and message them and you want to help out, I'm sure they're be more than happy to.
Yeah, and we just passed we're in the midst of tax season for me. I haven't completed everything, but those types of deductions, I mean, you can claim, right? But it's also a super cause when you can, it's almost the what's that other program? It's like worldwide, where they send kids to Disneyland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
See, I used to work for WeCare, didn't work for them. I helped out with some of the things.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. Make a Wish.
Make a Wish.
There we go. Yeah.
But I guess my point is Rockin' for a Cure is getting some legs, good on them. And like I said, I know some people who are very involved with it. And
what was crazy? We were there at Phoenix, and all of a sudden this big marching band, the bagpipes and everything come out, and holy crap! Like,
wicked.
It's a heck of a show. Like you're gonna get your money's worth and more, guaranteed.
Well, and like the reason I asked about the whole registered thing is that like I don't, I'm pretty ignorant as far as what they've got backing them, but like corporations should hop on board with stuff like that. Like I look at it and thinking, well, if I was to take one of my companies and say, donate, I mean, that's a win-win. I mean, you do it because you want to support, but as far as corporate responsibility and image, I mean, I think that's a awesome logo to be carrying around, right? It's like sponsoring a winning team. It
is a non-profit. What else did you want to know about them, Ringo?
Whether they were like
I was sure it was a non-profit. They
they're
trying to help out, and like I say, this year, they're helping kids with cancer go to camp. So I mean, you're just not going to beat that one.
No, not at all. Yeah, and but like what kind of promotes, like if people are a little bit not able to go to the shows, maybe they have a donation thing. If it's registered, they can. Yeah,
I drop a message to them on their Facebook page. I'm sure they'll get back to you.
Or maybe they can, or they can give us some links that we can post on our website, and then maybe we can get you back on too. We can just kind of push it a little bit.
Yeah, right.
They're out of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even
a little bit. I googled it.
Is that the?
This is their webpage.
Sorry, you're on the Rockin' for the Cure Facebook page?
No, I'm on their webpage.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm thinking a little bigger than probably. So when you go to a box store right now, or a box, like a bunch, let's say a coffee franchise. All right, they're going to ask you immediately, whether you want to donate to something, right? And everything got very diluted for a while because you go to a cash register at a grocery store and they want you to donate $1 or whatever. But nevertheless, it would be interesting, are they looking at those larger enablers or sponsors, right? Because I think it's definitely, well, right now they're kind of national or international, the US and Canada, right?
The only thing I don't like about the big brand sponsors, like say a hockey player who likes tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they say, hey, every time you go there, do you want to give $1 for that? All that money that they're collecting, they're taking and getting a receipt for it.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, they get a great big tax break and a whole bunch of money because of the money you donated. That's what I don't like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. Same with there's another one that does a burger for MS, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They're like, give us $1 for the burger, so their burgers cost $1, and they will match it to MS or whatever, right?
Right.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that, Derek. That's
that's
probably good.
it's a tax write off for them, and they're not even using their money.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you
like,
guys, I can put you in touch with Andrew, and
yeah,
you guys can cover different ideas. I'm telling you, I met Andrew. I met the people that he works with. They're all great people.
Yeah,
Great
no, it's
cause.
a
Like
totally different thing. Yeah.
Once I talked to Andrew and researched about Rockin' for the Cure and knew what it was about for the year that I was with them, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I was in right off the bat. Like, yep, let's go. You know.
Right on.
That's cool. Very
see,
cool.
Sandra's so in tune with Ringo. Thank you, Sandra. She just Make-A-Wish Foundation. I was looking for, because I'm not really a smart guy, and when
Wow, she actually said that like 4 minutes ago, though.
I know, but
Yeah.
I might have had an edible. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Better late than never.
So how are you doing? Richard?
They ought to have
How was
edible
it out
French
in,
fries.
Quebec?
To be honest.
Well, I almost had a heart attack tonight. I looked at the price of a regular gas out here because the sign switched when I just went to the corner store to get some mix, and the gas for regular out here is $2.06 a liter.
Ouch! No.
That is
206. You can go on my Facebook page right now and see it. I took a picture because I was like, I can't believe,
yeah.
like how people are supposed to afford to drive to work and everything. Like once things start opening back up and everything, I just don't know. Like it's crazy.
You know what, Richard? I wouldn't worry about it. Middle of August. What's the date, George?
Yeah,
George.
14th, the 14th.
And what's going to happen?
The big revelation.
Oh Lord.
Solar flare?
No, not
Yep.
that one. Not that one.
It's happening.
Yeah, so that's August. That's August the 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is something supposed to happen, or we're just being told what's going to
Well,
happen?
all our
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
So August
gonna-
14th, something's going to happen.
And there was
Something
something
Yeah.
else in August. Wasn't there something else when Jason was on, Jason Christoph?
Well, I'll have to make sure I get a bottle of Kraken for that day.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually, it would have been my mum's birthday if she's still around, but yeah.
So that's what you drink, Kraken and Coke?
Oh, I like all sorts of different rum, but I'm a big rum guy for sure.
Oh,
Kraken's for myself. Yeah, Kraken's got a nice taste to it.
Oh. Yeah, the dark
Yeah.
rum. Yeah.
Keisha likes Kraken. That's one of her favorite rums.
Yeah, Mr. George.
She's one of our big fans.
Yeah,
So
I see that. I want it. Can't wait to play it.
There you go. Still
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I want to sit down and have a drink while I watch the show, and
That'll ease the pain of $2.06 a litre tonight.
yeah. But can you believe that? Like, what is in Ontario right now? It's not.
Where's the wind? I mean,
Yeah,
we're
$2.06.
buck 90 something, right?
it was,
Well, it's
I think
funny
it's 93, 193.
The other day, I drove down to by the gas station, and I drove by, and it was 198. And I'm like, what the hell? And this morning it was 187. So they're bouncing it. They're kind of showing people that they're going to hit the $2 mark.
Well, some people were messaging me and saying like, there's two different theories that are running right now with the gas prices spiking so high. I mean, I can't remember gas prices ever being anywhere near this.
No, they have never been this high,
So
ever.
I have different friends that have different levels of conspiracy theories and stuff.
Okay.
So
Yep.
one of them is that they're driving up the gas prices on purpose to make it easier for people to transition to electric vehicles.
Yeah, look how much I'm spending right now.
Yeah, I can't afford gas. I'm just going to get an electric vehicle and be done with it, right?
Yeah.
You don't have
And
to
pay for more years.
Okay, that's
People will not buy electric vehicles for so many factors. First of all, they're expensive as hell. They cost way more than a regular car does.
No.
Yeah.
You look at your prices. You can get an all electric. What's the big GMC truck? But if you
but
look,
there's a problem
I
right
already looked because my wife works for General Motors, and I'm telling you, the electric vehicles are not more expensive than the regular gas powered ones.
Yeah, but they're the top line regular gas power, right? Like it's not your normal 115, or sorry, 150, 1500.
115. Okay,
Yeah.
Derek.
1,500. You know, you whatever your typical half ton, right?
No, well, Derek, though, like they've proven that the electric vehicles now are the fastest, even from a torque standpoint.
Tesla's
in the
got the
world.
fastest
They've-
car, right?
You know they
Yeah.
released an all-electric Hummer, right?
Yeah. And they
Anyways,
Well,
Yeah,
a Mustang.
Yeah,
into
all the stuff's
truck
stuff's
in it.
coming out, right? But
so
there's
conspiracy
a lot
theory
of stuff.
Mhm.
Hey,
So
I'd wait
conspiracy
till
theory
after
too
the
for why
14th.
the gas prices are going up so high is
Okay.
because they're jacking up the price of the gas because the gas companies want to make as much money as they can before they go all electric.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
who knows, right? I mean,
All
I know
Shell
is
just posted their
record highs.
record high earnings, and we're not at a shortage for gas. There's no reason you can't even if you follow inflation. The price of gas is way above the annual cost of inflation. So they're just gouging on purpose. Like
Yeah.
well, because the barrel hasn't even gone up this much, so there's
Dude,
no
it's gone
reason
down.
why it
It's
should be that high.
93 or 97.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, gas around
And-
here, the shop around the corner was 197.6 this afternoon here in Bowmanville.
I would take 197 over 206.
Unbelievable. But I mean, I've got a good few years on all of you guys, lots in some cases. But I can remember in 1979, I was still in England, obviously, lining up at a gas station, BP, during that first Iran oil crisis. You guys probably don't even remember it.
I wouldn't put too much
And
energy
that
into
would
this,
be,
guys, because
43 years ago now, right? And you think, we've had 43 years to sort this crap out, right? And we still haven't done it.
George, I got a question for you.
Sure.
So as far as vehicles go over in England, so how has it always been as long as you can remember that all the cars that were available in Canada and the US were always available at the same time in England? Or did England only have certain cars back in the 60s and 70s that weren't in North America or were in North America but not in England?
No, we didn't have American, Northern American cars over there, as such per se.
You didn't?
No, what Ford produced, say in like the Liverpool plant or wherever, or the Luton, Vauxhall in Luton, they're just totally different models to anything that was this side. It's different.
So what were the big motor companies in England?
Well, there's Ford, there's Vauxhall, there was
Austin.
Austin. Was that part of something? Yeah.
No, yeah,
The first car was an Austin 1100.
Austin Martin or
No, that's
Aston Martin.
This is Austin, AUSTIN.
Austin Martin.
Hey,
yeah.
okay,
Austin
Martin.
was the Mini. Austin Minis.
Martin.
The Coopers, yeah. My first car was a 1963 Austin 1100.
Right.
And in 63, if you bought something that was over here that was built in 63, it'd be like a boat, right? I mean, it's just like this little car,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Derek, I think this is all nice, but we probably don't want to waste our energy because in August
We're done.
14th, our conspiracy theorists are telling us that it'll be a compelling event.
Yep.
Yes.
And that comes not just from the guy that we had recently, but it also we
Did they
have
even hint to what the event was, or just that there's going to be an event?
okay, so I've heard different things. I've heard that there's going to be an underground civilization that will rise.
The reptilians are coming up.
Yep, they are coming up.
But when they say underground, though, I mean that could be like the Illuminati are going to become public or something too, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's a possibility, but
Depending how literal they are.
there's an interesting point that one of our guests made recently, and what was the name of that guest, George?
Jason Christoph.
Yeah. So Jason said that there's a force which is generated by ancient beings that have been on the earth forever, but they have an ability to transmit a very weak suggestive thoughts to humans,
Mm.
but they're not powerful enough to
Mm.
do anything just yet. But they're also the type of, I guess, beings that their intentions are very negative. So
But aren't they
now
already,
what's interesting about that?
they're the ones that are already giving us negative movies all the time and negative TV programs and negative.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
already-
like it's all kind of like in
Yeah.
a nice neat bow.
Yeah.
But
Okay, well, I'm gonna place a bet right now that says that on August 14th nothing's gonna happen, and there's gonna be a reason why it didn't happen on August 14th, but it's gonna happen at a later date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, August, it's a Sunday, by the way, I think. So
Oh,
we'll
is
go
it?
here on the
We'll
15th.
find out the 15th.
What about yesterday, lads? I mean, what a day, eh? Absolutely nothing happened.
Well, gentlemen, now it's almost 10 after.
okay.
Oh, stop your whining.
God, it's such a girl at times.
I know, eh?
Hey,
Stop
hey,
being
hey,
such a
hey.
girl.
Whoa. I
It's
could
a
be a girl
Richard
if I wanna be a
Richard
girl.
just got on. He wants to talk
Yeah.
about shit. Like, give him a break.
No, I don't want Derek to miss his beauty sleep.
No,
Yes,
oh my
he's got to sort out his meat in the morning. So
He's a goddamn rock and roll drummer. Come on. Like,
I know I'm still trying to recover from the weekend, George.
Yeah. That's rock and roll, baby.
Party all night.
So Heiko, what do you believe
Yeah.
is going to happen on the 14th? Nothing.
Yeah.
But
I
you're
think
the
it's
biggest
it's
day-
going to be
you're
just like the
biggest
13th
day
and
supporter.
the 15th.
Hey,
No,
Siri,
nothing's
On
nothing's
the
gonna
15th?
happen.
what will
What
happen?
happened to all the UFO stuff? Remember, we're going
Actually, something will happen. Actually, I think gas prices will go up on the 14th.
Oh,
So that-
okay.
Yeah, and Tim Hortons is going to raise the price of their coffee.
Yeah.
Well, what about
That's
you, Ringo?
about-
You think anything's gonna happen on the 14th, or you're just gonna wait and
Well,
see? Or...
here's something interesting aside from that guest that we had on. I've got some friends who have. It's almost like they're linked with the Illuminati, right?
Okay,
But
so August 14th is Pakistan Independence Day.
oh, there you go.
There you go.
Canadian holiday is
So
popular.
what's that mean?
obsolete. Huh? It's the day that they became independent from whoever was depending on them.
Well,
So-
today was the Russia Liberty Day or something.
So I've got a small a group of friends that are in very very professional positions, right? And they don't know each other yet.
Uh-huh.
Three of them have said the same thing.
Which is
That there is some kind of a compelling event that will happen in August, and it tied into like when this guy was telling us about the power of suggestion and the sort of leaching into our mind and all this negativity and their intention is evil, right?
Yeah.
So three of these people that I know, very highly regarded and I respect in different roles, have said basically the same thing.
Mm.
So now, do I
Well-
believe it or not? Well,
But Ringo,
Yeah.
with you saying that, I just dug in a little more here. It is also that date is also World Lizard Day. Okay,
there
so
you
it's
go.
World Lizard Day, and it's Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States who participate in it.
So the lizards are going to come up and show themselves finally.
Maybe. Hey,
Maybe.
it could be.
We do
And
have
then
a,
it says here it's also Sports Day in Russia and Father's Day in Brazil.
Well, there you go. I mean,
well, if it's happening August 14th and it's a Sunday, I mean, most people will be in church anyway, so they'll be safe.
of course.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll all be good.
well,
Yeah. So Danny's tired. He's going to bed. He's got to flip burgers early in the morning.
I can't
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
to get there and try the food.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's really
Well,
good.
we're gonna-
You guys put those pictures up there, that giant burger. I'm like, I gotta try that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheese and bacon, gotta have it.
we kind
Hey,
of
you
have it
can have one of
half-assed
those
planned
challenges.
out, so we just gotta wait for a nice day. We'll pick a day, and we're gonna have fans come out, and you're gonna have you come out.
And Danny's going to
and,
let me work the grill. So
Yeah, he's gonna throw you behind the grill so he can mingle with his fans.
I'm good at
And
paperwork.
We're gonna have a great time.
yeah,
My paperwork. Look at them skills there. See that? Nice even roll.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
What's
thanks
everything
for,
on the grill? Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, are lizards going to surface? Who knows?
My lizard will surface.
I think
I'm staying home that day.
I think conspiracy theories are like water
Good
displaced.
choice.
I think conspiracy theories are truth in 6 months.
I think conspiracy theories, like, okay, let's give you a live example. Heiko, right? Let's see here. So now we're fixated on they, right?
Who they are.
Let's have a listen.
Good evening, everyone. In our quest to find out who are they, we've unraveled some clues, but not answers. I mean, this is getting seriously ridiculous.
So Heiko started with like, they are doing this, they are doing that. So now this is, we're trying to peel the onion back and figure out who they are, because I asked Heiko on the air many times, like, who the fuck are they?
They're the Illuminati. They are the people who who use other people
but
to
we don't
have their name
know.
out in the public
None
instead
of
of them.
No, none of us really know who they are. So
If you want to know who they are, find out the 4 big companies that own everything in the world, and then find out who their investors are. They are the people who own the world.
I like the reptilian theory, right? Like
they could be reptilians,
or aliens, or something, right? I buy that. Reptilians, I'm not really sure, but like.
Okay, well, if there's underground reptilian people with all the exploration that's been done in caves, all the mining, the drilling, and everything, how would they not have been discovered by now?
Well, look at all the caves
depends how
and stuff
deep
they're still finding. What's under all the sand?
Yeah,
there's sand everywhere.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That island they're digging up for treasure, right? Oak Island.
Oak Island, perfect.
I haven't
You
been
know what?
digging that up for like years.
Don't even use that as a theory of anything, because it's a bunch of crap. It's just stupid
totally
show.
Bullshit.
They don't find anything. They don't do anything. It's an absolute waste of freaking time.
Yeah.
What about if there are reptilian amphibians that come up from the Mariana Trench, which we don't know what's down there? It's not deep.
You know what?
They just
We have
found
to
another
get.
trench
Yeah, that's the
deeper than
deepest,
the Mariana
that's the
Trench.
deepest part of any ocean, isn't it, George?
Pardon?
The Marianas Trench is the deepest part of any ocean, right?
Yeah.
We have nothing's made it to the bottom, has it? Like no.
Yeah.
They
nothing.
just found a place that is deeper than the Marianas Trench. I was just listening
Really?
to a podcast today about it.
Where's that?
Don't know. I'm not going to lie to you, because it was, as I said, I was in a podcast while I was working.
Okay.
I can re-listen to it again, which I will do, because it shocked. It took me. Grabbed my attention. But they just literally this year they just found a place that's deeper.
Wow.
Well, really?
Well, they haven't explored all the ocean bottoms yet.
All right. So if they found a place deeper than the Mariana Trench, why have they not got into the Mariana Trench if they have the capability to do that?
Because they don't have the capability. What was the director who did the dive in the manned sub? Not George Lucas, or was it George Lucas?
I don't know, but
somebody like that who did a dive, and they went down the farthest that anybody's ever gone in a manned submarine.
Yeah,
right.
I know Branson went down in one, but I don't know if he made the deepest. But Richard Branson from Virgin Mobile did.
No, it's literally it's It's like George Lucas. It's somebody like big like that. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
somebody's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
hundreds of millions of dollars.
So we don't want to spawn any hysteria here, but we're being guided by our conspiracy theorists that the only thing that should matter is about get your preps ready, get your food, all of that stuff, because when they come, it's not going to be good.
So that was one of my next questions. Is say there's lizard people, and they're gonna be
Bite our heads off. Yeah.
visible on the August 14th, that we're gonna know about them for sure. Can you imagine the chaos that would ensue? Like the mass hysteria.
Well, but it's no different than aliens landing on the. And the aliens, are they already here, right? Are they the ones, the cave dwellers? Are they the ones that, at the end of the day, are mistaken for reptiles, right? What's interesting about these low frequency thought suggestions is they actually, your reptilian brain is the place that it lands. Not to say that there's anything, connecting dots there, but I don't know. I totally don't know, but it would, I just don't know. I'm perplexed by so many absolutely intelligent, articulate people saying the same thing, right? And then Heiko's insistent on who they are, and they,
Well, they could apply to different things, because you have, as far as like your underground groups, you have the Illuminati, you have the Freemasons, you have whoever else.
Yeah.
So
But
they could be different
yeah.
today depending on what they are doing. The Freemasons would be doing something different than what the Illuminati would be doing. I would assume anyway. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you always hear that in conversations, right? Everybody always says that word they. They are doing this. They are stopping this. They're making us do this. But that's all you ever hear. You never know who they are. And that's why we keep bringing it up. Who are they? So nobody knows. We have ideas, we have thoughts, but still, maybe on August 14th, we're going to find out who they are.
Well, I thought that when they released all the UFO sighting data, which
that was a crock of shit too.
So much of that was still so redacted. I mean, if you're going to release it on redacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like you. I was looking forward to it. Okay, the U.S. forget all the stuff that was being released that was non-governmental, but they're releasing stuff from the Navy, from the Army, the Air Force. And I was like, okay, that's the stuff I want to see, because these are pilots, these are colonels and majors and sergeants, and I want to see what they saw that's now declassified. But then you open it up and it's all blanked out, and it's
no. But did you watch Josh Gates?
It's all crap.
Did you watch? There was what the heck was it now? There was Josh Gates, and he's like an adventurer. Put out I think it was like how long was it now? It was like 2 hours or 3 hours covering that, right? And they had military there. They had it was all about the Tic Tac video and all of this other stuff. So everything that was released out of, I think it was over 100 of these, they kind of honed it down to there were only 2 to 3 that were explainable. All the other ones were UAPs, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. I think it's naive to believe that we're the only intelligent life in the universe. I mean,
I would agree with you on that one.
Yep.
I think all the solar systems and all the planets and all the blah, blah,
but
blah.
here's something else though, right? When you look at, let's say, Star Trek had a in that series, they had a sort of a mandate. If you go to a planet that's a little more underdeveloped than that, you don't
interfere.
You don't interfere. So, but unless they're about to kill themselves,
prime objective.
Yes, prime objective. Unless they're about to kill themselves, right? So if you look at that wing fucking nut in Russia, um, he could push the button anytime. He really can. All right, the guy is insane,
Well,
insane.
I was worried about
KGB, fuck
the
you. But
big nuclear missiles, but he's got the what do they call it, the tactical nukes, where it's like he would just take out, if he drops, he's just gonna take out a city, like take out New York, take out
right,
Toronto, take out LA, you know, take out Vancouver. It wouldn't
but
just
but
wipe out an entire
but
province or an entire state. It would wipe out a small area.
but what is? I mean, I don't even know if I want to discuss this. We'll probably get blown off the air, but like if you look at that situation, we're getting close to something that could turn into a nuke war, right? And that's
Yeah.
it.
Well, he's
So
made. I mean,
maybe there's
he's
something,
made threats. He put it out there because Sweden and another country want to join NATO, and Putin said that if they join NATO, then they're gonna face action. And okay,
yeah,
well, say if they join NATO and then Russia attacks, well, now you're attacking a member of NATO. The rest of NATO has to respond. So
right.
we're one or
So
two steps from.
maybe this is something that, like, this compelling event may have something to do with it if it's real, right? I mean, we all like
Is this our new nuclear threat? You know how, like, to keep the population in line. There's the other conspiracy theory.
Well, I haven't heard that one.
Well, every few years, every whatever 10, 20 years, now you got to worry about the Russians. Now you got to worry about, and World War III. I think the Germans are happy because they're not getting picked on this time. Not one. No, wait a second. I might have said that wrong.
Check this out. We got somebody from Twitch here.
Well, Poland has already said they're going to start sending, what is it, energy or fuel to Ukraine to help out. So good on Poland.
Now, what are the chances of, like, realistically, what are the chances of the Ukraine stopping Russia?
Well,
there's just not enough people there, is there? Like, I don't know, 44 million there.
But they're still getting weapons from Canada and the U.S. and other places that, like, they're just, we're not fighting. Our soldiers aren't involved. Right. We're just gonna send anti-aircraft missiles. We're gonna send,
Yeah.
We're just gonna arm them.
So we're involved, but we're not involved. I mean, like, even Canada sent.
So Richard, if you go to murder somebody and I say, hey, by the way, here's a gun to do it, I'm involved, right? Like, and there's no question about that.
Right.
So everything that's gone on, totally war crimes, and it's just you get someone like that at the helm. There's not a whole lot to, what's he going to want to do? Rot in a prison somewhere, right? Like, I think the damage is done. There's nothing, like, if you look at, is there any sort of retribution, or if there's sort of like a peace treaty or whatever, or they figure shit out. I mean, this should have never happened. All right.
I don't think Putin can be held accountable just because of all the nukes Russia has. I mean, if you go after Russia, if you go after Putin and Putin knows it's coming, then there's nothing to stop him from going, well, okay,
you no longer matter.
Yeah.
It's a topic actually that kind of, I try not to think about it because it makes me nervous, because it's there's nothing we can do about it. So I just kind of shut it off. I mean, honestly, if I could, the timing of when this all happened, I broke my shoulder, right? And I also saw people getting on planes to go, to go support Ukraine. I think I would have been one of those guys on a plane, right? I'm not even joking, right? I just found that whole thing, would I die for another country? Well, absolutely. If they were being bullied but the Ukraine had its host of issues, but their leadership now changed a lot of that around, right? And then you get all of that squashed. So
Well,
I don't know.
Russia's
Anyway,
pulling some
it's
stuff.
too
Like
late to get into
they had
all that.
those corridors for people to safely evacuate, and then they tunneled them into Russia, and then they're all being held, right? These
Yeah.
evacuation corridors, and then if a report I saw on City TV was right today, they killed people. Russia bombed a school and killed people in a school. Like
Indiscriminately just whacked them. I can't believe
Well,
that.
and there was even a bus
You know-
terminal where people were waiting to get on buses to leave the country, and Russia bombed that as well.
I know.
So it's
I know.
it's not
bullshit.
like they're it's not like they're doing
Absolute-
any kind of military
Okay,
strategy.
I got one
They're
word
just
for that
killing
bastard.
the
He's a-
people of that country.
but anyway,
Yeah,
unfortunately, there's nothing any of us can do. I mean, we can talk about it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to our leaders to do something.
yeah. And that's why I laugh too, because you hear on the news that they're going to take them to court for war crimes. Really? They're dropping bombs. They're killing people. You think they're going to care what a lawyer says? Like, come on.
So I'm just reading the comment here.
Okay.
that's from somebody on Twitch.
I don't know. I think he does want to take over Ukraine, because they said where the hell was it? I wish I could remember so I could post a link. That he wants to rebuild the USSR, and I'm like, that's never going to happen,
Right.
unless he takes over countries by force.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
None of the countries from the old USSR are going to go, okay, let's go back to that, sure, and sign it over. Like,
I would
it's not going to
buy
happen.
that's the agenda. I mean, personally, that's what I thought the agenda was, right? So again, it's stupid, right? It's just it's anyway, whatever.
So-
like I
so
said,
my
it's too
big
late to get
question-
into, and it's very,
Yes.
I'm
Speaking
very,
of late, again, it's late.
Oh yes,
Yes.
Derek needs his rest.
Let's
Sorry,
go,
so
Derek.
John.
we should
getting.
wrap it up, guys. And yeah, it was good to see you, Richard. We'll get you on again. Like, get us some more information, maybe next week or something. Pop in for a little bit. All right.
We'll have Richard.
Yeah, I'll talk to Andrew, see if I can
and
get Andrew on, and if not, I'll see what more information I can get and jump back on. Sure.
All right. That's awesome. Sounds great.
No,
Yeah.
and you're right. You're right. Peacemaker band. Mainstream media is bullshit. It's all paid. We all know. That's
Yeah.
a lot
That's
of
for
people.
another time.
Although a lot
Hey,
of people also
Peacemaker,
think that your government's trying to help you, but
Yeah.
Yeah. And thanks for
So-
the comments.
Yeah,
Much
Peacemaker
appreciated.
Band. It was really cool having you on
Yeah.
tonight. Join
Thanks
us
for
again
chiming
next
in.
Monday night at 9:30 and chime in again, because we
Yeah.
love hearing from people like you.
The conversation can continue.
you never know. We
Yes.
might even have you on,
There you go.
See? Now we're talking.
like Richard. We just all of a sudden brought him on.
Yeah.
All right.
So I just
let's
wanted
wrap
to
her up.
throw something out to AJ down in Alabama. I'm going to check out this Gary Clark Jr. dude you were talking about. I'm into the blues. So we'll see what happens.
Oh.
And I want to throw a plug out to somebody. This guy is an amazing comedian. I've seen him before. We've had him live on our show a couple of months back. And he is actually playing Yuck Yucks in Oshawa May 20th and May 21st. And that's Darren Frost. You guys remember him?
Yeah.
Darren Frost. I've got tickets to a show. There's a whole group of us going. And if any of
Where
your
is it, Heiko?
Oshawa Yuck Yucks.
Okay, when?
Friday, May 20th and Saturday, May 21st.
All right. Are there still tickets available? Because I'll
Yes,
probably grab
yes.
a few.
Yes, there are. I got a bunch
Love
of tickets
Darren.
for the Friday night. And we're going to go check him out. This guy's awesome. If you guys want to see some great comedy, look up
love
Darren Frost, Yuck Yucks in Oshawa. There's 2 nights. I want to plug him because I think he's great. So go check them out.
Very awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
other
buddy.
than that, I want to thank the people that were part of our show tonight. And number one again was Sandra. We might have to have some prizes for the first people too, eh? So there's Sandra, Melanie, Richard, Gigi, Kathy, and she's the one that won the prize. She's got herself a free burger at Country Stop Burger for guessing George's backside. She's done it 2 weeks in a row, folks. So don't let her get a third week. Get in there, get your guesses in, and try and win. Then we had Bobby, Danny, Keisha, AJ Jr., and Peacemaker. You guys, thank you very much for being a part of our show, and we'll see you all here. And you too, Richard, I hope, next Monday night at 9:30, right here on the Heikadelic Show. Have a great week, everybody. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Oh, is that like a cue or something?
That's a
Derek
cue.
has-
Hit the button. Derek wants to go.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show family.
Hi there, my name's Mr. Wiggleton, and I'm actually the producer and janitor here at the Heikadelic Show. But anyhow, I think it's good, but it really it's pretty late show, so I don't even watch it myself, so I have no idea what it's about. But that Heiko guy, he's pretty smart. He is pretty smart. He doesn't pay me well, but he's pretty smart.
Hey there. I saw the most disgusting thing on the internet the other day. It was one of those reels, and they were taking wieners and looking at them under the microscope, raw wieners. Oh my goodness. I didn't know there were that many creepy crawlies on a raw wiener. So make sure your wiener's cooked really well or boiled. Don't eat it raw. This is sort of a Heikadelic announcement to keep you safe. Anyway, enjoy the show.